Okay. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see here, I'm messing around with Zelda a little bit. So what I've noticed was, here's our Zelda pause program. If you remember Zelda P, all it is a subroutine program where we pause the game, but at the very end we go back here and we call the loading subroutine. And I have a problem with that, and I'll show you why. The loading subroutine clears the matrix, and then it loads the matrix again. Okay, this takes time. And if we're in a screen where the screen is full, well, we don't want to do that. We want to output everything right away without clearing the matrix. So our current matrix is not changing. We did not wrap the screen to another screen or anything like that. There's no reason why we have to load the entire matrix again. We can just print the screen. So I'm going to change that eventually. However, and right now let's test how long it takes. So that's how long it takes to pause. But to unpause, okay, here we go. And there we go. Okay, I guess it did not take too much time to do the matrix that time, but imagine if it did. Imagine if the matrix was full. It will take time. So eventually I think I'm going to change that. So I am going to show you something new, and that is a set of subroutines that I plan to make here. In right here, I'm going to put return, okay? Because below it, I'm going to have special types of subroutines. And these are going to work in a very special way. So here I'm going to have a label. Let's see, labels are 9, okay? I don't use labels much, but I'm going to use them here because they work very well with for loops to make mini subroutines. Like I said, I had a friend in high school who actually, he's actually taught computer science course already, and he actually showed me this in high school years ago, back in like 2005 or something. Actually, it might have been 2004 even, I'm not sure. But yeah, he showed me this as just a little trick. So I'm gonna label this top wall, okay? And I'm gonna do 4 labels here actually. And actually, I'm going to do 5 labels. And the reason why I'm doing these is I'm going to make it very quick and easy to start making mapping of our world, so that we can draw our world really quick. Okay, so I have all wall, top wall, bottom wall. Actually, we'll call this all walls. And then let's see here. Let's do top. What's another word for like entrance or exit, or we'll call it door. So I'm gonna have top door. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so for all of these, what this is going to do is basically, I'm going to put an end here. And I'm going to do a loop through the top. So A is usually the Y value, and B is usually the X in these for loops. So I'm going to do for B is 1 to 16. Okay, this second end is to return after we do this, okay? And I'm going to store, I can't remember what 1 was. 9, okay, so walls are 9 right now. Okay, so 9 is going to be stored into matrix A, and then we want the Y, which is going to be 1, and the X, which is B. Okay? And then we want to output in that same position, we want to output a wall, and I'm going to do a dash. Or no, you know what? I'm going to do an O. O for wall for now. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So that's going to be called top wall. And if let's see, if we're at 0, 0, we're going to call top wall. So here we go. Now I don't know what I guess we can use A and B are being used, so we might be able to use C. I don't know if C is being used in the rest of the program. Not sure. But anyway, so we can do C is -1 to 0. And then here we can say go to top wall. Okay, so what this should do, if it works, and it does not, I thought you could label. Can you not label them fully? Hold on, let me see if just label T works. No, it doesn't. I thought you could label them any name. You can tell I have not used labels much. I know you can use letters and numbers. I did not know you could not use an entire word. I thought you could for some reason. But obviously I haven't used these much. Okay, so there you go. We have a top wall. So it's as easy as excuse me, just saying T. And as you can see, whoa, why is it loading? Why is the loading sign still up? That can't be good. Yeah, something's wrong here. For C is -1 to 0. Go to T. For B is 1 to 16. And then end. But it shouldn't matter if there's a return there. It should go back. Should go back directly up here to here. C increments to 0. What am I forgetting? If C, I think. So the first time it's in the loop, it goes to T. The second time, it hits end. Yes, because it needs to go through a second time in order for it to return up there. Okay, so that's... I think that's what I was missing. I think it was going... I think it was trying to go to Z twice or something? Whoa! Okay, so I don't need to output the walls. Because they automatically get outputted. Sorry about the light. It's kind of tricky to get it to stay. But yeah, let's go in there and fix that. So Zelda O. We don't need to output them. And I guess this is here. This is where we draw the entire screen. So we can just put O's here. And then when we run it, there we go. All the walls are O's. And of course the F's are in the background. And now we have a top wall. So this will be nice because I can edit this. I'm sorry. I can edit this so that we have a wall for everything we need. So we can say label T. So we can say for B is 1 to 16, 2 ends here, and we can store 9 into matrix A, 8B. Okay, left. So for B is 1 to 8, 9 stores matrix A, B 1, I believe is all you'd need. For B is 1 to 8, 9 stores matrix A, B 16. And we don't need the label T. I don't know what that was for. Oh yeah, it was top. Oh, this is going to be hard. That was top door. So I don't know if we can like number these or something, like D1, D2 or something. But anyway, here we can do all of them. So we can do for A is, or well, yeah, we can do for A is -1 to 0. So I'm basically calling a subroutine in my subroutine. So if A, we can have go to I guess we can have go to T. And I'm not sure if this is going to work. Let me change this A, or this T to an A, and see if this still works. Okay, it still does. But the problem that I have is I'm wondering if I can change. Am I able to change this into a then end? Would that still work? Oh no. Okay, that does not work. Yeah, that does not work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because the end, or the then, I guess, messes it up somehow. So it gets to the then, and then it does the subroutine, reaches the end, thinks it's done, hold on, it goes to T, which is here, it does this, it reaches end, thinks it's done with the if, so it keeps going. So that's why it does the bottom. So it thinks the end is the if end, not the for end. But what I'm wondering is, I'm wondering if we can put two of these. So if we say if A, then we can go, I guess, go to B for bottom or something. But I don't think this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I think I know what I have to do to get it to work. Yeah, so it'll only go once. Okay, so I know what to do. So basically I can change this -1 to a -4, and I can say if A equals -4, go to T. If A equals -3, go to B. So A can keep incrementing until it gets to 0. And okay, so that should work, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, because the other way, it does not, it can only go once. Okay, so if A equals -2, go to L. If A equals -1, we can go to R. Okay, so there we go. We have a full box around us. We can go out and in through this little door where the F was, but that's the only way in and out. Other than that, we're stuck inside this entire box here. And it looks like it erased our old self, so we need to fix that. And the way we can fix that is we can... Oh, it's in Zelda pause. We can check before we erase ourselves. What box? I guess we can... I guess... if our coordinates are different, but our old coordinates for our box have to be different too, so I and J have to be changed, I suppose. So I would say and I equals J and I'm sorry, it's not I equals J. If I equals N and O equals J. Okay, so those two have to be true, but here only one of those have to be true. So all three of those conditions, this group of conditions and then these two, have to be true. Otherwise, we should not erase ourselves. So that means I need to move, if I move down, I come here, and then I move up. We'll see if it erases. No, it does not. So it did not erase the top of the screen. So we're good now. So now all I have to do is call A. when all I have to do is go to label A, and that'll output all the walls. And I want to try something. I want to try doing a top one. I'm not sure if that'll be an error or not. Okay, here we go. So C is -2 to 0. If C equals -1, or -2, I guess. If C equals -1, we're going to go to T1. Okay, so there was no syntax error. So I'm assuming we can put letters and numbers together, which is actually kind of crazy if you think about it. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a loop for B is, and it's not going to be 1 to 8. It's only going to be, it's not going to be 2 to 7 or 3 to or not. Okay. Let's see here. I could do 1 to 16, but smaller than that would be from 8 to 9. I'll go from 7 to 10. How about? So B is from 7 to 10. And I'm going to store 0 into matrix A, and the Y is going to be 1, but the X is going to be B. Let's try that. And something's not right. Okay, something is not working. Let's display hello right there. I want to see. Yeah, it gets called. I don't know what the problem is. It looks like the label T the label T1 actually works. Oh, I know why. I didn't put 2 N's there. Okay. Bam, it worked. Okay, so I just created a door. So I can go up. Aha, this is perfect. Okay, so what I created was a door system that I've only designed the top for. So I'm gonna call A1 that's gonna call all the T1, the B1, the L1, and the R1. So what the ones are, those are the doors. So if we draw walls, we can draw doors on top of the walls. And then later on I can even, if I wanted to like optimize it or something, I could draw just the doors like by themselves without the walls. Like with the wall so that I don't have to draw the wall first. But for now, let's just overlay them. So I'm going to do this really quick. B1, oops, L1, let's see, R1, and all of these will have a for loop and 2 ends. Okay, so for the bottom it's going to be the same thing. B is going to be 7 to 10. And then for the sides, B is going to be, let's see, we have a 4 wide door, so we can do 4 to 8, 5, 3 to 6, maybe? For B is 3 to 6. And then here's our right wall. Okay. So L1. Okay, so they're all done. Except we need one for A1, which is all of those. So I'm going to do another C from -4 to 0. Of course, I'm going to end it twice, just like I did with A up here. Where's A? Yep. So there's 2 ends. Okay. And then we simply say if C equals -1, if C equals -2, if C equals -3, if C equals -4. Okay, so this will be easy. So here we call, what's the go-to command? I believe it's, okay, so it's 0. So we go to top 1, go to bottom 1, go to left 1, and go to right 1. And then if we call A1 all the way up here instead of T1, we should get a hole in every wall. So let's see if this works. It did not work. Why did it not work? How is that a syntax? How's that? That's a syntax error? I have 2 ends, no spaces. T1, B1, L1, R1, T1, 4 2 ends, B1, 4 2 ends, L1, 4 2 ends, and R1, a for loop and 2 ends. How is it syntax? What is wrong with my syntax? Label L1 Apparently it's hitting one too many ends. Or something. C is -4 to 0. So C must be -3 right now. C is 2. What? How is C 2? What? So I don't know how it got down here because nothing called L1. This program should not be able to get down here. At all. Let me try displaying something here because this line of code should be completely unreachable. There's no way that hello should get. How did the hello get there? It should be unreachable. Oops, what am I doing? I'm not calling anything under there. Look, here I'm calling A1. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. Well, -1 R. R has 2 ends. So A1. Okay, we're going to display hi. This should be unreachable. Okay, so A1, C is -4 to 0. So, well, even if this is in a different order, like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 4, 3, 2, 1, that still doesn't change. This still should work. That's the strange thing. I mean, it shouldn't matter. I don't get how that. Yeah, hello got called somehow. It doesn't make sense because C is 2. And nothing down here calls. Nothing down here uses C. Well, hold on a second. Okay, I'm using C in A1. What do I use for A? Oh, you know why? I'm using C instead of A, that's why. I'm using C for the loop up there. I'm not supposed to use C down here. So these should be A's. Because C is the loop that's calling that. That's why this was getting called. It shouldn't get called now. Okay. And there we go. We have doors on all 4 sides. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Okay, so I just opened up the let me make the doors on the side smaller. So they're not so, I mean, they're too big. Let me make them smaller really quick. We don't need this high. We don't need this hello. We can make this 4 to 5. And we can make this 4 to 5. Okay, so what I just did was I just opened up a whole new world of just ridiculousness. Like it's going to be so easy to make like a whole map, like even a maze. If I wanted to make a maze, I could start like making kind of like a map layout really easily without having it manually write in all the walls. I just made this like automated, so I can pretty much just call, here I called A, then A1. What that does is that automatically makes 4 walls with 4 doors around the current map that I'm in. And I can do that just by using loops like this. I can set the walls to be whatever I want. I can set the bottom wall to be solid. I can make the top wall solid and make like a tunnel. In fact, let's do that. To our left, let's make a tunnel where the top and bottom and right side walls are solid, except the right has the right and left. So let's make a box, and then let's make walls on, or doors on the right and the left. So here, if n equals -1, so n is like basically our x coordinate for our map. So here I do a loop for c is -2, I think -3 to 0. And then we're going to say go to, oops. Okay, so we're going to say if c equals -3, we're going to go to, and we're going to do a top wall. Or no, we're going to do all the walls, so A. If c equals -2, we're going to go to, oops, we want to do our right one wall, our right door, and then we want to do our left door. So if c equals -1 or -1, we can go to, we can do our left door. So now when we go to our left wall, like when we go to one screen to the left, I mean, we should have like a tunnel type thing. And perfect, we do. Oh my goodness. So just by saying R1 and L1, I just basically made this tunnel type thing. And I can go back into it and bam, like it was that easy to make this. Like that's how easy it was. And basically I can just make like a whole maze of these things. Like I can set them however I want. Like I can draw a map out. I can lay it out so it's kind of like, I mean, I don't want to make a really complicated maze, but I can make it like a level, like a world. And just by using those, you know, like those numbers, those subroutines, I can call them to, you know, automatically, you know, to make these walls according to the design that I have. So, you know, I'm not sure how far I really want to take this, because I know how to make, I mean, if I wanted to, I could make like a maze system or something that's automatically generated, you know, through, you know, using these. I don't know if I really want to go that far, but doing this definitely is, it is pretty interesting. So if you have any ideas for maps, or if you want to send me a a drawing of some kind of like a map that you think would be fun to play it, that would be pretty cool. I mean, right now we can start basically doing some level design pretty soon. Right now maybe we can't get the active like elements of the level, but we can get like our surroundings going, so we can get some kind of, you know, kind of like the clock town in Majora's Mask, or like Ocarina of Time. We can make like our little, you know, outer court around, maybe make the castle like south or something like that, or maybe like Link to the Past, we can make like the forest in the upper left or the mountains in the upper right or something like that. So however you want to do it, let me know. We can try to copy Zelda a little bit if possible, but otherwise we just got like this blank world to fill in, to color in. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was enjoyable for me. I love programming like this. It's like a hobby. I don't have much time to do it, but I kind of do it even when I don't seem to have the time anyway. Just because I like it that much and I want to share it. So let me know if you want me to do any other improvements to this game, any other interesting programs you want me to try to make some kind of simple little game, and we'll try to work on it. But until then, we're done with this episode for today, and we can go ahead and try working on this some other time, and maybe a couple other programs or something. But I certainly enjoyed myself, and hope you will keep watching all my episodes and giving me feedback. Appreciate it, and goodbye.